What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Alphas. Amazing, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Hey, Joe, that's my thing. What you doing? But we are blessed. We are here today with Isla and Jay. Shout out to y'all. How are y'all doing today, Isla? We're happy to have you here. Jay, how are you today? We blessed. We blessed. And you know, to my right, we have the best on the mic. Yes, the best up on the mic up north. I'm the best in the mic on down south, and then when we in Texas, we the best on the mic together. It is Unico Williams. How are you today, Unico? This is Keeping 99 Live. We are here at Overall 99 Media. We are joined today with these two beautiful women, and we got a lot to talk about today. We have a lot of things to talk about. We have to talk about Amir Locke, rest in peace. We're just gonna quickly mention we want to put out awareness for him before we get out to the silly talk and all that stuff. We want to send up a serious RIP in police brutality. For people that don't know, Amir Locke was sleeping. I know it sounds similar, but he was sleeping, and without an arrest warrant, the police went in and started shooting. His name wasn't even on the warrant. It was, again, you got to stop these things. So we got to put an end to it. Keep bringing awareness. Keep trying to put a stop to it. Unico, any words? Any word?
Police kick the couch and dude just get up like, you know, what's going on? Just waking up. He got that thing on him, but he was licensed to do so. And so he just kind of like upped it because he doesn't know who's coming in his house yelling and all that stuff, talking about put your hands up, because you know that sound like a setup. And they shot him immediately, no questions asked. It is what it is. That's what happened, and he wasn't even on the warrant. So I just need people to understand how serious this stuff is. These no-knock warrants, they got to go. They got to go. Knock. I don't care if y'all trying to stop the biggest drug trafficker in the world. This probably wasn't even a big deal. Well, whoever my man's did, it probably wasn't even a big deal. But they went in there, acted like they was catching Fidel Castro, and they caught a body that they didn't need to catch. I don't know which way this is going to go because the gun was involved. I wouldn't say that he upped it. Some say that if you watch the footage, it was on the, it was pointing down. So we don't know. We're going to let him. I don't know if anybody needs to be put on trial for this or anything. I'm not sure. Justice should come. Somebody needs to pay. But at the end of the day, that no-knock warrant stuff, man, come in there like a man. Kick the door in on folk, then do it the right way. But that no-knock stuff, sneaking in and then yelling at people, that ain't doing nothing but hurting nobody, man.
It's true. Isla, how you feel about it?
I agree, because I'm just like, if anybody can just like come into my house and then immediately talk about you got a search warrant, searching my place. Listen, I'm already a black female and I got kids, so it's like I gotta worry about my safety plus my kids' safety, because police can just come up in my house anytime they want to, and to have a census of no warrant, or you don't have to have a no-knock entry. Man, man, justice system to me right now is just kind of messed up. And my thing is that with this situation, it's like, when is it gonna stop? When are like police departments going to protect us? Like, why does it always have to be something where we always got to be worried about where we go and whenever we gonna get stopped? And all these just aren't like honorless killings. Like, these are teenagers, these are like young adults, they ain't even got to live their life yet, and we expecting the police to protect us and protect our youth and protect our men, but we can't. We dang near just might as well can't protect ourselves at all. So it's a real twisted concept. I really hope and pray that, you know, the justice system will look at as this is a problem and it needs to be solved. It's not something that should just be, you know, kept sweeping under the rug and given because they're police or giving them like some type of that supposed to get a pass or get a pat on the back. No, these at the end of the day, this is our generation. These are our young boys, our young and older men. Like we ain't got no protectors out here. So who we supposed to look up? Who we supposed to look up?
That is facts. Jay.
I'm tired of it. It's way too often that this is happening, and I think more so importantly, it needs to be a law against it. It needs to be a law against coming into somebody's home, just breaking and entering like that, and then expecting not to have any type of repercussions. I don't understand that. I feel like, did you say that he had a license, or you were just saying that?
License.
So I feel like that's something else that they should have known before coming into the home. They should have known that he had a licensed gun, so they should have took precaution, and it should have been a knock on that occasion. Knowing that somebody has a gun in the home, you're just gonna do a no knock. That doesn't make sense. So I feel like a lot of things they do does not make sense, and the laws need to be put in place to correct it.
And the reason they didn't know is because they didn't research that. They didn't research him because he wasn't.
They got the wrong person. But aren't they researching the address as well?
They should be.
I mean, even if they have the wrong person, they should still have on file that there's a weapon at this address that's licensed. So even whoever they're looking for, it doesn't matter.
That's good. Yeah.
Remember the name Amir Locke, R.I.P. Young King.
Yes, sir.
R.I.P. Rest in heaven.
But speaking, the world is changing. Hopefully, some for the better. Hopefully, we keep raising awareness and that changes. But a thing I noticed that a lot of people are having problems with now is men being less manly. A lot of cases you see. Shout out to Isla for bringing this topic up. A lot of men you see, some of them nowadays are not the provider, it's the woman that's providing. Being you can't lie to this. Like dude be like, hey bro, I ride my girl car while she at work. I'm like, why are you driving your girl car while she at work, bro? Why are you not working? Hey bro, I take care of the kid. Bro, you don't. Your kid's at school. Bro, you are literally here asking me for a ride at 3 o'clock, bro. No, that's not. What are we doing? But yeah, that's something that's happening. Again, in other cases, men just not taking up the responsibility of what we call manly, doing the things that we feel like men are supposed to do. We heard Isla say we don't have protectors. It feel like, I know a lot of women feel that way, and it's unfortunate. And Isla, since you brought this up, let's start with you. Are these men not manly no more? Are they like less manly men?
You gonna have a whole men come at me. No, honestly, I'll say this because I cannot put it all on my black brothers. Like, you got some men out here that's genuinely, you know, taking care of their families. They got multiple streams of income. They got jobs. You know, they really setting the standard for how younger generation men should be, you know, treating their woman, and, you know, the standard of how men. Now, will I say now that there's a very significant amount of men who are not in that category? Because I'm 27 and I see more of, you know, like the 28 and over type of men, you know, kind of like starting to see kind of the manliness is going down a little bit. And I don't know if it's because, you know, a lot of women right now in this day and age, we becoming millionaires. Got travel businesses, clothing lines, hair care products, skincare products. Like all women right now in the ages of 25 to about 28, we making like 6 figures. So it's like we're basically becoming the breadwinners, and we're taking care of not only ourselves, we taking care of our kids, we taking care of our man. If if it's just us and he has his own income too, we are stepping into the leadership role, as far as kind of, not saying that we're trying to diminish our men and say, well, I'm gonna wear the pants in this relationship, but it seems to me that there's a big gap between women being independent and having to be strong than men having to be kind of like sensitive but still be strong. So it's like I think it just depends on range, and it depends on the woman also. Like, what are you looking for in a man, if you think he's going to be manly enough or not? But I get this on different sides, where I have friends that say my man is 25, he treat me more than a dude 32 treat me. But then I get people that's my age, 27 and 28, and they dating a man that's 33 and up, and they ain't talking about kids, they ain't shit, they trying to be a whore. Like, it seems like to me things are flip-flopped, but that's just me.
That is true. I'm gonna break down, I don't want to joke a little bit, but I'm gonna break down like it's reasons why certain things seem to be happening in the black family. But we're gonna let Jay, how do you feel about this?
I don't know if I want to say that men aren't as manly. I think like the topic should more so be like women are taking on this masculine role, and that's what's causing men to like be lax in what they're supposed to be doing. I feel like it's only what you allow. So as a woman, if you're allowing a man to ride your car while you at work, eat your kids snacks, I mean, that's just what it is. But I feel like the moment when you or any woman at all decides that they want to have a real relationship or a real man, then they're not going to go for all of those things. So, I mean, there's going to be men out here for the women that love it. And I mean, I just don't know. I really don't know.
J point, they do want to be, some of them want to be sugar mamas. They like take care of them a little younger man, especially them cougars.
I don't know. I feel like it's so confusing with that topic, because you have men that don't care about it and you have women that don't care. So you gotta have everyone for somebody. Yeah, it's somebody
see them
for
45-year-old cougars just go out there. I take care of you, baby. You can ride my car. I'm like, hey, don't you got a whole husband? What is it?
It's situations like that where the woman is not, or even if it's the man, if they're in a relationship or in a marriage and they're stepping outside of that marriage, it's something that they're not getting within that relationship. And there's another reason of not wanting to leave the relationship because it's benefiting them in some sort of way.
Now you done sparked up a whole nother thing right there, then, because then here'll be my counterpart question. So what do we say about open marriages? Because technically, when we say the fact of, okay, and I agree with you, sometimes in relationships when you're married, something happens in between certain years where someone's lacking, and maybe you didn't communicate that, so you go somewhere else and do it. But with these open marriages like Jada and Will, they say they have multiple partners in their marriage, and they say that it's not because one's lacking, just because they enjoy it. And certain couples now, especially even being single, they don't care sleeping with, one person and they dating somebody. Or these married people talking about, oh, we want to have, let's get a girlfriend, or let you get another wife, and they're okay with that, polygamy. So it's like, what do we say about those people who basically it's not the fact that there's something lacking, they just enjoy doing it?
Well, that is a whole different ball game. Because that just takes away from the whole masculinity topic. Mm-hmm. The difference there is just basically finding your match. Mm. That's all that is. I guess that's going back to that, where if you like a man that is at home being a houseman, that's what you like. I mean, you want an open relationship, that's what you like. But
right.
But I want to go to what go back a little bit, because I want to talk about the family, like the Black family homes. When we have these broken relationships, or two people that are together and they don't have the same idea of what a relationship really is. You have somebody that wants to go outside of the relationship. You have somebody that doesn't believe in that, and they're in a relationship together, having kids. And I think that creates the broken homes that we see in Black families. So I think that's a little bit more important to kind of talk about. What do y'all feel about that? How do Black relationships help the family, or how does it not help the family?
Having your parents together helps out a lot. And you can kind of tell, because I did, and a lot of my family didn't. So you can tell like a different, like certain energy. Even some was even unfortunate enough that it wasn't even like a divorce. It was just like their mom passed away early. So you get to see like a little more. You can see like he's a little more spoiled than me, in a way, because again, the father trying to make up for the mom in certain ways, and in a lot of cases the opposite way, the mom trying to be the dad too. So you become more of a used to a certain type of atmosphere, but rather than, because again, somebody is trying to play two roles, and despite how good you do it, it's still two roles. Like I might can make up for 90%, it's still something missing. Because if you gotta work, you can't go to every football game. If you gotta work 2 jobs to make sure y'all eat, you can't do certain things that might help if you didn't have to do it. So by default, that would actually help the family relationship. And plus, there's certain things you can learn from each. If your father's in your life and he actually like respects your mom, at least, whether they don't have to necessarily be married, but if it shows that respect, you actually learn how to love better, easier, how to have a little more compassion compared to somebody who never sees it. Some men never see their mom do everything, and then all of a sudden they, in what we've been talking about, they start they think women do that. So they get like this mindset, oh, women do this because my mom did all this. And everybody know most men see their mom as their superwoman. So like, my mom did this, so they will actually look at you not doing what their mom did, and like, yo, you not doing what my mom did, this ain't cool.
And that's what I'm getting at, because that's where we have the masculinity being weighed out, when you have a man that's raised by his mother, so he doesn't really have those masculine traits, and then he goes into a relationship wanting a mom and not wanting a significant other. He's expecting things that a woman was doing just to take care and out of survival mode. He's wanting a woman in survival mode. That's the problem. And I think another thing that stuck out that you said was that it's best that for the kids that families stay together. And I think that's probably one of the issues. It is important for a family to stay together, but if y'all are not the right example, if y'all are not setting the right example, if y'all not in the right environment for the kids, it's not okay to stay together. You know, so you have a mother that's at home probably doing all these roles, and then the man is at home not doing what he's supposed to do, and that causes friction in the home. Then they're thinking like, oh, we have to stay together because the kid needs to see both parents, but that doesn't help the situation. So I think that's a part of just broken homes, being raised by a mother, not having a male figure in the home, or not even. I think sometimes we don't even realize that a male figure doesn't have to be a father. A male figure could be a brother, it could be a cousin, it could be an uncle. So we're so focused on the father figure, we need to be building that. There's a saying that it takes a village for a reason. So
to Jay's point, my brother teaches at an all-black school, and he said it reminds him of Abbott Elementary a lot. And he says since he's like one of the few black men in like administrative position, that the kids, like all the young boys, just gravitate to him. It's Mr. Chase every time, because an authoritative black male figure that's teaching and active is vital to, like, oh, I see a black man doing something that I'm not used to. He's in a leadership role. He's in this role. And like Jay said, it doesn't have to necessarily be a parent. It could be influence, owning businesses, a business owner just come and talk to the kids every once in a while. Yeah, it could be anybody that's active in kids' life that's having a good influence and can change people's lives. I know Allen Iverson talked about at Georgetown, his coach changed his life. Like, hey, you better get these grades or you ain't playing, but I love you. And he said he took him in and stuff like that could actually change your life. He like, I would have been, when Duke and them didn't want me, it was almost over. He like, I want you. I know they say you're a bad kid, all that kind of stuff. Just that small influence, even if you come 18, 17, you just need that somewhere of a man representing a man in your life.
And that kind of makes me think of like how with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, how he wasn't even able to go to the kid's birthday party. And then in recent, I think the post that he just made about the TikTok with his daughter being on TikTok and he's not approving of that. And Kim's response, she said that she was the sole provider. And I just feel like here we are again with the masculinity being put on a woman, or not even put on a woman. She's taking on that role. She's saying that she is the main provider. And that sounds a little crazy when you know Kanye West is very capable of providing. So
good take.
Are we taking on roles just because at that point too? Are we taking on the more masculine roles just because we feel like that's what we're supposed to do as women? Ooh. And is that helpful?
Ooh, that right there. Because me just being a mom myself, you know, I didn't have my father in my life, but I had a grandfather that showed me what a man is supposed to treat a woman, or even to say that, you know, hey, look, Isla, you be strong. Don't let no man take advantage of you. Don't let no man come at you when he ain't together, because you are a queen. If you don't realize that, then he can't date you. So I was already set in a stone where I had my grandfather show me what how a man is supposed to treat me. So now I have my guard up because I'm not going to let nobody take advantage of me. And I'm in tune with my sensitivity and my womanhood to where I can be submissive to a man. But if I keep getting the same old man that's not giving me what my grandfather showed me, then now I have to step into, not to say really a masculine role, but to protect myself. I got to be strong and say, you know what, look, if I got to do this on my own, then I'm going to do it on my own. Not only I'm playing a mom role and a dad role in a sense, because I'm raising my son. I'm a single mother. So, you know, he sees me giving him that nurture and that care, but then he also sees me as, hey, I'm raising you to be a king. You're not going to act any old kind of way. You're not going to do whatever you want to do. And so it's like, you have to play both of those roles. And sometimes I think it could be conditioned in us to play that role as far as being masculine when we didn't have a male father figure in our lives, where, you know, we got into these relationships and we're treated a certain way to where we probably don't feel comfortable being a woman. It's like we've dealt with so much like hurt and pain and trying to find ourselves as a woman, and having someone to really say, look, you're beautiful, you are, you know, whatever we needed to hear from a male figure. And so then we're able to give ourselves kind of like turn our guard down a little bit. But I think it also just depends on the woman also and her upbringing and stuff like that.
That's the main part. I feel that's really important, because it's the woman that has to not really demand, but attract these things from
Unico, your thoughts. Choose violence.
Can I choose violence for a hot second?
So I heard y'all be serious for 22 minutes.
This rant is brought to you by Twisted Tea Peach. They will. I got a problem. First of all, I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna bring us right back to what we were talking about. I'm gonna bring it right back to this point where y'all was at, where you last talked. First off, let me say I'm sick of it. I'm tired of going to the homie's crib, which is their girl crib, and then they got a PlayStation 5 over there. They got a fridge full of food. Hey fam, you want this? It'd be my off day or something, right? I just want to see what's going on. What y'all do on a Wednesday? What do you do on a Wednesday? So I go over on a Wednesday. I just took a little PTO time, and I just said, let me see what these niggas do on an off day, during a week. On a Wednesday, Saturday, no problem. Wednesday, 9 to 5. What do y'all do? Sitting at your girl crib, playing PlayStation 5 all day, ain't studying nobody but yourself. You done dropped her off to work, and then you done came back, you riding around with all your homies, and you're doing all that stuff. And I tell you about my Wednesday. I work hard all day. I work hard. My grandpa always told, he said, if you can't do it for yourself, you can't do it for nobody else. So I always make sure that I just can do for myself so that I can do for somebody else one day. Not somebody do for me. But y'all get to sleep on the couch all day. Even when she's mad at you, you get to sleep on the couch. And then you just fold some clothes, or maybe you make dinner a couple times off of her food stamps, and then you lay in the master bedroom, the mistress bedroom, if you ask me.
The mistress bedroom.
Oh,
But I work so hard. And guess what, y'all? Guess what I got? A PlayStation 4. I have a PlayStation 5. I can cook. The kids love Joe. They love you, Nico. The kids love you, Nico. And what am I stuck with? A PlayStation 4. The Spider-Man edition. But they playing PlayStation 5. They got my players that are 98 right now. What's my player? It's a 60 because he's not created yet. Woe is me. And they let y'all have that. And it makes me so sad. And it makes me just want to just come out in these streets, and I don't know. I need a little bit of training how to be a street dude that get these girls that got these good jobs in the car. I got to figure that out, because I keep on wanting these quality women that make good enough decisions to want me. No, he's chasing danger. If you chasing danger, they're just chasing danger. One day this nigga getting locked up. And then he get locked up and they chase the next nigga that one. Oh, woe is me. So that take me back to Kanye. Why does he want nigga problems so bad? Regular nigga problems so bad.
It's a nigga.
like I understand what it's like to be a billionaire. And no, I don't understand what it's like to be a billionaire. But if I did understand, this is my take on if I was a billionaire coming from where I came from. I would be thinking about how I can help the community and stuff, doing stuff like that. I'll probably think about stuff like that. I would be thinking about I wouldn't be thinking about having baby mama drama. Why? Like, you don't want that, Kanye. You made enough money to not have these problems. It's regular dudes right now that got baby mamas that get to go stay with after it's over with. They get to go stay with another girl and then go back with their baby mama and lay with them. You don't want these problems, man. That's why you work hard and get out the hood. There was a little dude, I think they were saying that was young Jeezy dancing in the commercial like he ain't had, like, doing all that stuff. Definitely not a street nigga from Atlanta type thing. And I was like, that's what you work hard for, right? To get out the hood. I don't need y'all to always continue to remember me being the Birdman. I don't need none of that. I need you to understand, like, first, keep that stuff out off of Instagram. Don't come up there and if I comment, I'm not an expert in relationships and how you supposed to deal with your baby mama and stuff. I'm not an expert, and half them people in your comments not either. Man, that made sense because that sounds like something I would do type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just some kind of egotistical thing, because he's at a different, like, in the hood, you got like the D-boy that make all the money and he can just stop by the baby mama house and drop off a couple $1 and think he in control. Bro, this is a different level. Kanye's a billionaire. Far from. What do we actually need from you, Kanye? That's a whole different kind of baby mama drama. Like, we have a whole bunch of money that we can just excessive money Like we just throw it away, just like you threw it away by buying your girl and all her friends Birkin bags the other day when you been buying everybody backpacks that in the hood. Back to Chicago, doing something to keep the kids out the street, because I'm sure Chicago is tired of having a reputation of being a very dangerous place. I'm pretty sure they're tired of it. That's not a rep I want. So that being said, Kanye, stop trying to have regular nigga problems, man, because that's why you made it to where you at. Now I can understand if you just got that bored being a billionaire, like what else is there to do? Oh, I can do a spinoff of what? Well, not spinoff. What's all this stuff they doing when they remake a show that came out a long time ago? What's it called? Reboot. He just trying to reboot.
A reboot spinoff.
He did the reboot, spin-off, all that. He trying to do all that with his life. Bruh, you are a billionaire. Do billionaire things like sit back and relax and rent out Superdomes and make an album. That's artistic as hell. I thought it was very artistic. Stop buying cribs across the street from your baby mama, bro. You don't need to. I'm sure he'd be out there mugging. He don't even look at the kids' rooms. He's looking right at the bedroom, just trying to see watching the cars come in. But that's an extra level of ego. I just hope that I don't get the. But that's all I had to say about it.
Listen, he loved her.
Yeah.
He loved it.
I don't think that has anything to do with ego. He
is in love with that girl. She didn't want to be back with him, so he's having a fit. And he's boo-hoo and cry, and now he want to bring up his daughter because what else to talk about? Kanye, love you, you genius, but come on now. Kim don't want you. And you want to go buy Birkin bags? Give me a dang Birkin bag. I'll go ahead and take a picture or two.
The link is in the bio. Kanye.
Listen, and your daughter is 8. We're gonna get it. We can. And first of all, your daughter is 8. I can tell you on a scale of 1 to 100. How many young girls right now are on TikTok? It's the way of technology now. And shoot, I'm not going against Kim's mother skills or anything like that. But if she's supervised, if she ain't got no half top on with some leggings showing her belly, she got her hair and makeup done with the extra eyelashes. We grown women. Now if she ain't doing nothing like that, let the girl have her little fun and do her little TikTok. If she's doing nothing crazy, I don't understand why. And as far as like a dad don't want the girls on social media, it makes sense. It's a protective thing.
Absolutely.
This little girl probably doing some Madagascar or Coco Melon or something like that.
Can I be real with you?
Thing on social media. Now she's doing something crazy. Then you can throw a fit. But like Nico said, do billionaire stuff. Go sit on a beach somewhere. Go get you a little, Budweiser or something and chill out. You be an extra because you can't have nigga problems. First of all, because Kim is not black. Trust me, I ain't gonna play the race card, but I'm gonna tell you now. You don't want to have a real problem with a real black woman when it comes to go there. So he better be lucky he got a Kim. Trying to be a co-parent, and she's really trying to have a healthy relationship to raise their kids together. If he got a black woman from Southside Chicago or even black woman from Indiana or New York, I'm pretty sure you don't want to be calling me talking about my daughter can't be on TikTok if she's 8 or 9. They already doing it anyway.
Forget the TikTok. You're not moving across the street from me. That right there. What?
Like,
okay.
It's me.
All right.
Right. Like,
I don't care how much money you have.
Boy. Listen.
Yo,
left
I could actually see Kanye just like sitting in front of, like, I could just drive by their house and just see Kanye at the window just staring across the street.
Yeah, I feel like he got one of those big chapel windows and he just standing there.
Who that coming in the house? She let somebody in my house. Got binoculars and everything, just like, I see that. Pete Davidson in my house. Then wonder why he got security. Kim, like, this man got binoculars staring at my house 24/7.
He probably got the old school ones, the one that have the little stand on the binoculars. He probably got the Louis Vuitton binoculars.
Ain't got no
extra.
Yeah, we saw you last night. Looking.
Don't even have blinds up. The house only got blinds.
Oh. No,
that's what I'm saying. Chapel windows and shit.
He just paced back and forth. She's like, why daddy keep walking back and forth? She got a lie. Oh, he just doing his cardio for the day. You know, your daddy like to stay fit. Pete Davidson just
Uh-oh.
I don't get the transition, but I mean that's another topic for another day.
Fair enough. And I want to say this too. North's TikToks suck. Like it's okay. Like she put a TikTok now. It's
not just saying that 8-year-old TikToks.
because it was supervised. And now if Kim talking about they supervised, you know, it'd be a big old production each TikTok. But today she did stunt. But she was just put on a whole bunch of glasses and was like, "Yeah, I got more glasses than you niggas." So I'll give her that. That's something that what's Jay-Z? But Blue would do something like that. Blue would do stuff like that. Y'all don't live like me. Y'all get y'all glasses from the gas station. Y'all don't live like me. Yeah, man. She's just like she's a kid. She's not doing nothing wild. She's not like she just let her just be artistic, man, and let her be something like a kid because that's what kids do. They get
that is true. Again, kids being kids. You wonder why it was hard for you to get to the birthday party. Maybe because you threatened her boyfriend on a song the day of, like.
Featuring Super Gangster Game. You know what? Games involved now. So
Joe, what's your father? What?
We really got to be on your P's and Q's.
You gotta save him from the crash so he can beat Pete Davidson. Well,
that was just artistic. That was better. That was a metaphor.
Without security, if you threatened it.
People's like, I
didn't know that part. I didn't know he threatened.
Oh, yeah, so I know for a fact he's pacing at the window, just watching, just pacing.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Davidson definitely doesn't want to be a family guy and be raising Kanye's kids right now. I just don't see it. He's still young and having a good time. I don't see him like I really want to be North.
But I don't think Kim is looking for that. I don't think she wants another father for her kids. I think Kanye is gonna be that, and she just wants out of whatever relationship. I don't know what was going on there, but she wants out of that situation. She's not looking for anything too crazy, obviously. So
relax, yay. Relax.
But we can talk about before we get to our break. We can talk about Kim a little bit. Kim has been a little. He is putting certain words out there to create these narratives for Kanye because she probably know. Hey, y'all women vengeful, bro. Y'all women vengeful. We gotta be honest. To Jay's point, she said solo parent. No one that's gonna set that man off.
Yeah, that's triggering. I'm a billionaire. What you talking about?
She mentioned his third lawyer. She just did stuff she knows gonna eat at him because she know him. And she know he's gonna react to it, so she gonna like win the public battle. How do y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about knowing that if you know somebody's weakness and you just poke at them, knowing he's gonna respond?
Happens all the time. But he has to be, being in that industry, being a billionaire, he has to know that. He has to know that people will poke at you all day. And I feel like sometimes I want to give Kanye the benefit of the doubt and say that he's just doing all of this because he knows attention creates money. I really don't feel like he's this crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Listen. I'm gonna say this. I don't think that he should get I really don't think he should get a pass for, I just feel like he's doing too much. I feel like it's to a point where, even if you wanted attention for the money, even if you knew it was going to generate some type of revenue for you, that's still the money. Like, that's still a part of your life that's, it's never going to be private. Because, you got two moguls raising a child together. Kim got her own set career. Kanye got his career. So it's like they're never going to have a private moment to really talk about anything. Paparazzi going to be around. So it's like, you know, I feel in a way that I don't know. Because I mean, we as women, if we want to get a man's attention, of course, we're going to say certain stuff that'll spark him to say, bruh, you really want to have this conversation right now? Like you really want to go there? Okay, so let's have a conversation. But I think in this standpoint, it's different in a way because they are famous, and it seems to me they can't communicate well, especially if you communicate over social media. Y'all know everybody's gonna see that. If it was two grown adults just having a conversation, and you know, hey, I want to talk, or saying, you know, I'll say this to get your attention. It's like, I don't know. I think it's a culture difference, but in the same token, like y'all two grown people, if y'all can't communicate about what's going on, and you have to go to social media, she got to poke at him, he got to poke at her. It's like, what is this really an issue, or do y'all want attention? Because if this was really an issue,
attention,
right? If it's really an issue of your 8-year-old daughter being on TikTok, you could have sent me a text message. You could have got a call. Hell, you live across the street. Knock on my door.
I don't know if he can knock on the door. I think that's dead.
I mean, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, if this was a real serious issue, we could have had a grown conversation for our kids to talk about it. It didn't have to go all the way to social media. So it's like, really, what's the real issue here?
I guess you said it take a village, so I guess social media gonna raise North.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask y'all this. I just ask y'all this real quick. Do you think that Kim blocked his number?
Yeah,
no.
I would have.
No.
I would have. No, he could reach
Travis Scott.
Reach her
He could reach
assistant,
Travis
her
Scott.
sister.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He can reach Travis Scott.
Yep. He got people he can reach. I'm sure he can reach Chris.
You think Chris got the bat phone open just for Kanye? She got one just for him.
Just for him. Because she's gonna keep things together and she's gonna keep things going. That's Chris's job.
I know that's right. Chris, you better step.
Oh man, shout out Travis Scott, man.
Keep trying to tell you.
Kanye, baby life. Shout out. All right, and don't, Kanye, by a piece of advice, don't threaten people on the day of your daughter's birthday if you want to just go to the birthday party. It's best thing to do. All right, everybody hit that like and subscribe. We finna go to an ad real quick. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank y'all for listening. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Peace. See y'all in a minute.
You learn the rules to win. And when you learn the rules, you can't complain. For example, you can't complain about a chess game when you're so used to playing checkers. Like, no, this is this particular game. You learn how to play this particular game.
Twan mentioned that void. I feel like a lot of men and women use whoever they are in a relationship with, they're dating, we're going to talk about marriage later on, but whoever they are seeing in a relationship, you try to use that to fill a void.
If we could talk to somebody 2 hours, but then how many people, or like, you know, our past few years that we've dated, can we honestly say, man, I can legit have just a straight 2-hour conversation with them? Not just FaceTime where the phone's staring up at the ceiling and we doing a bunch of other stuff just sitting on the phone. Not texting, you know, every couple minutes, every hour, but like actual conversation with them.
Turning simping into pimp.
What's up, man? What's your boy, Lambert, man? Look at it, we got that merch. Sell React. Overall 99. Merch link in all the bios. Get that merch. Do you hear me? Kid Credit Players, Sell React, Overall 99 logo. Man Cave coming soon. Just the Fan coming soon. Backseat Gaming, all that merch coming soon. Love you. Peace.
That is probably one of the most manly things you will ever see, because it's not going to be the most emotionally supportive thing that you could ever see. It's
to Monte's point, you gotta realize when you are a support system or when you're a crutch.
I've always had someone that I could someone close that I can let my guard down just long enough to freaking get it out. And when I didn't, like I said, that's what the therapist is for.
Typically don't get like a lot of validation or support for the things that we generally do on a day-to-day basis. You really don't. He even brought up one thing that I didn't even think about until this. Like the first time, mostly when a man gets his flowers, so to speak, is at his grave.
I don't care for Peter Parker all like that. I like his side characters more than him. So I ain't checking for
Tor, real life
all
trying
like
to take
that.
your spot, you and Joe.
You got 2 strikes, man. That 2 bad takes in 3 minutes.
Hey,
That man said, I don't care about Peter Parker. That is like Marvel sacrilege.
And
listen,
Definitely Marvel Sacrifice.
it is what it is. Peter Parker
most popular
has
character.
done nothing. Listen, Spider-Man is a failure. Spider-Man's biggest achievements are losing.
The new Batman trailer that has come out, I don't like it.
Oh,
Actually,
we gotta put that on there because the people love that.
That's a hot take right there.
I personally, I hate that trailer. I dang to hate everything that's on. I
Morbius
hate
is
the
the only
version.
Batman I'm checking for.
I hate.
I'm gonna just be that guy. Listen, I love Marvel, like extremely. Like it's
I'm a fan of whatever I'm not paying for, okay?
What's up, Malcolm? It's your boy, Alpha May, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And I got the merch on today, so shout out to the merch. And you know it's Thursday, so you know it's just a fan.
OVR.
And on that note, we are back. How is everyone doing today? We're back with Isla, of course, to the top. We have Jay to the top right. And, of course, Unico right next to me. And we got one last topic. We've been seeing it's Black History Month. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks going around of white kids apparently like treating black dudes as like kings and walking around. Now,
Simply for black folk.
Black
here for
black
it.
people in general.
I just want to know why this wasn't done when I was in school. I would love to be picked up and carried to my desk, and I'm mad that I'm working from
it's
home.
on the young white
Are
kid.
they
You
doing
know,
this in the office?
the
At the
40 and older
schoolhouse.
white people. They rather do the opposite.
I don't think I got an email about Black History Month at this point. I just thought about it. I'm still catching up on emails, but I don't think we got the day in Black History. Brian Flores sued the NFL for
Well,
discrimination.
ever hear happy Black
or nothing
History
like
Month to
that.
everybody.
I didn't get
Let's
that.
go.
Absolutely. I hated Black History Month at my school. I went to a predominantly black school, elementary school. Shout out to Longfellow Elementary in beautiful Whitney World, USA. And man, they just made us go in there for convocations. They had my cousin Darrell. Shout out to Darrell Simmons and his daddy. And they just went up there and they played bongos and shook some stuff up. And school let out at 2:30. They'd have had the convocation at 1:45 and got us back to the classroom by 2:15 so the teacher to get us together. I'm like, we a predominantly black school. They gave us oh God, man, they never had more brown crowns than then because they gave us those coloring books and had us coloring Martin Luther King. And I was like, hey, you know, I was in that old gifted program now. Shit, I got the coloring in blue and green and all types of stuff. Got me messed up. I mean, they pulled out every brown. Like I feel like they had them Tupperware bowls where you could put, like, if you make some chili or something, you could put it in them. They had they gathered all the brown crowns in the school and they just passed them to each classroom so they could color all the black people in them coloring books, man. I'm telling you, Harriet Tubman never been more brown. She was 60 shades of brown, if you ask me.
60 shades of brown.
Yeah. They ain't celebrate me back in the day. They ain't never celebrated me. Oh, and then I was in honors classes in middle school. Oh, Black History Month came around. They made it hard. I was like, how do you create a peanut? Man, damn, man, I don't know. How do you make peanut butter out of peanuts? Tell us about that. I don't know. Well, yeah, that's what I got on Black History Month. They just definitely didn't celebrate that, and I thought that was a dope TikTok. There's also like that one picture where Martin Luther King is like smiling from the heavens while like the black dude, the white kids. That's funny. I love it. That was dope. I'm glad that those white kids participated in that. That was in good fun, and
y'all know
I'm
the
glad they was
60-year-old white
we
man
need more
is
of
like
that.
upset. Like Fox News right now is going crazy. They done took the
They
tweet down,
grandparents is
everything.
upset.
The tweet is
I know
no
they
love. You gotta
grandparents
watch it
is
from
upset.
Richard Jefferson's now. Like they like, no, put that down right now. Do not celebrate them like this. And I went to a predominantly white school. You know, it was more about probably 60-40, but it was predominantly white. So what they did was you get a white coat and he just sit there and have you watching like Remember the Titans the whole month. And you like, what? I'm like, what? Why don't I watch you Remember the Titans 100 times this month? Every February, Remember the Titans just keep coming up like, whoa. I ain't not learned not one bit of black history except for this one high school in which the black people and white people came together when they had like 3 racist white dudes in the whole movie. I'm like, it's more than y'all than that. It's a lot more than just 3 of y'all. The referee, the other coach, and one other dude. And all the other white people like nice. And I'm like, that is not how the 60s went. That is not how that went. That is not how integration went. It wasn't just one coach and one. I'm pretty sure more than one coach had a banana. I'm just saying. But yeah, predominantly that's what they did at predominantly white schools. They had that. But it was, even though it was 60-40 black, like I said, it was mostly white. But you just watch movies. One of them got a little bold and tried to put the color purple on, then realized it was too long. Yeah, they were like, oh, we ain't been
That was
movie. Gonna take
all the Black History Month. That bug was 4 tapes long. Oh,
it's something the teachers like didn't know about. So she quickly like sent it to Kill a Mockingbird. And I'm like, shoot, these kids now said they doing extra. Now they up there talking about you can't teach black history in school no more. So I'm like, they done went too far now. They seen that critical race theory going crazy. Oh, Joe trying to get us canceled.
What Holocaust? What you talking about? It's too simple. It's Holocaust to every story. I'm just saying that's what they say nowadays.
We don't get that love, Joe. We Paul Pierce, they Kobe. Just know that. If you get that reference, we Paul Pierce, they Kobe. They don't love you like that. We can't get away with it.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
I'll start up a new
shout out to my guy Von Blue
Boxing.
Boxing. Great boxing channel. He just donated $20. Much love, my guy. Appreciate you, Von. Shout out to my guy Von Blue. So my guy in the chat. But yeah, we talking about white guilt and yeah, they going critical race theory going wild. They don't love us like that, Joe. So you can't get that joke off, even though I get what you're saying. They don't.
I was just saying that they want to teach that there's two sides to every story. Like maybe we ought to listen to the side of, you know, Nazis and see if maybe they actually I'm just saying that's what they want us to teach. Actually, they don't want us to teach that at all. Just don't teach it, you know.
Wow.
That's what they saying. Just don't teach it.
So then
as if they don't know, as if they didn't kill off, you know, a third of you know, race. Or religious group of religious. Oh man, damn man. All right, I'm going to exclude myself. I'm about to go out here with Whoopi Goldberg because that's where I belong.
Tyler, save us right now. I don't know.
I'm suspended.
Listen. So, in regards to this topic, you know, we joke a little bit because I mean it's like, you know, it's great to see a different like culture difference, you know, a kind of progression where, you know, with the Black Lives Matter and you know the nice peace treaty rallies and stuff like that. It's good to see that, you know, there's a good mixture with the high schoolers, with these kids that are able to coexist with each other. And yes, they're doing it in probably like a goofy, funny way, but you know, at the end of the day, for me, it's good to see that it's good to see that, you know, white folks now being able to kind of like use that history, make kind of like a bit of a light on it a little bit, like basically we giving the Black folks their props, or we're giving them like kings and queens that they are. Like it's good to see that our kids, our youth is making it a lot of a situation where it's, you know, it's funny, it's TikTok, it's the generation culture different. But then it's a revelation to speak out like, hey, you know, look where we've progressed. Now, is there still racism? Yes. Is there still people that say, you know what, I don't like you, this and this reason? But it's good to see that now 2022, even 2021, that you get to see there's a lot of people coming together in the races. And you know, our youth generation is leading that and leading into a movement of coming together and, you know, representing each other and not really all about, I don't like you because you're Black, or I don't like you because you're white, and being able to that history that we had so long. So I would say just in that reference to that TikTok, you know, it's good to see that, but then we also, of course, can't be blind to the fact that it's still around, and we can't be blind to the fact that, you know, sometimes people deal with stuff different ways. We deal with it in jokes to kind of make light of the situation. We be serious at that. And then we come to a point where it's just like, do we really care? No. And some people don't. So people deal with stuff different ways. So it's like, I would say, you know, because there's a lot of backlash for this TikTok too. I was doing research earlier when I saw it. I'm like, why does it have to be such a horrible thing? I feel like the older generation, these kids to think that, you know, slavery was a joke, or we oppress Black people and you shouldn't say that. And I'm teaching my grandson to, you know, my old history. And you have to realize that you have to let people choose who they want to interact with or who they love. Like let's say this, a white boy has a black best friend. That's a Black guy. Why does you have to, you know, cut him off from having a great friendship and knowing this boy since they were little, or even knowing him through school, just because you're stuck on the history of trying to make this race thing a big issue? There has to be some growth. There has to be some progression. Let these kids make a difference. Let these kids be able to do stuff to where it brings light to a situation. We can't keep living in the past. We all, like, some people can be stuck in the past and be stuck in your ways. Kudos to you, do that. But everybody else who wants to move forward to a different outcome, look, let that happen. Don't get down on these kids because you're stuck in what you went through when you were back in the early 30s, 40s, 50s. Let these kids move on where they're supposed to go, and let them be friends with who they want to be, whatever the case may be. It really makes me sad. It makes me sick to see that there's still a race issue, but it also makes me glad to see that there can be laughter and love and fun with being able to deal with that, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a problem. At the end of the day, people have their opinions, but as long as we gotta move with the way of the world now. So that's my spiel.
How you felt when you
All
saw
right
the
now.
TikTok? It was clearly a joke, by the way, but people not going.
Like I said, I wish they was doing that when I was in school, honestly.
In a chair with a crown for a day. That's what I'm saying. Put me in a chair with a crown for a day. I mean,
Right.
like me and I got white girlfriends. Do that for me, and it's a joke.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just happy to see that there's a big change, because I feel like just last year there was TikToks where they were bullying a young Black girl about her hair or something, and that became a big deal. So I like that there's a transition, it's a change, it's something different for Black history, where we can see that there's not always bad. That's what I like about it. So I just can't wait to get carried around at work or something.
Yo, I actually asked my friend Trey about it. I said, hey, Trey,
I'm gonna pitch it. I'm gonna pitch it.
All he did was
Right. You should just be able to come outside your home and just stand there and wait for somebody to just come and pick you up, right? For the whole month.
Or just throw
No.
that'll
Go
work.
grocery shopping, they supposed to pay for your food. I want something like that. For Black History Month, when I'm grocery shopping, just pay for my food.
Right.
Me.
Zelmay, let me ask you this: to talk about your favorite photo shoot of all time that you know it's a joke I'm playing. Tell about your favorite photo shoot of all time and where do you think he is now? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the slavery photo
That boy
shoot.
and that
No,
girl
we
had
ain't
got
doing that. It's too
married,
far.
and they
We did not know. Do not go take me to no cotton field and tell me to dress as a slave. Like, no, I'm not. That's not kind of wedding we not doing. That's my limit right there. Yeah, it was a couple that was getting married, and at the wedding, he was a slave and she was a mouse. She was a mouse, and they had like a wedding thing, and I'm like, and they had cotton, and they was in the field, and I'm like, nah, you disrespecting my daddy. Now he was a sharecropper. We can't be doing that.
They cut up, and he was sitting there just smiling.
What?
Yes, he was. Oh, y'all missed that. I can't believe y'all missed that. But that's why we got this show. Keep it 99. We're gonna talk about that trend stuff. I'm telling you.
Like
they showed out with that one.
But yeah, I'm good. It's still weird to me because I don't like. I think sometimes white guilt gets weird and it gets like manipulated in a way that's like not authentic. I'm happy. Let the kid have fun, man. They're doing what they do, but at the same time, understand that it is a lot of. Back to one of the most popular videos the last 2 months for me. For some reason, it just randomly popped up from last year. My explaining what white privilege is video. You can go back and watch it. I explained that white privilege might not necessarily be racist, but when you got a community of people that's in power and they only comfortable with their culture, and you're excluded from that culture, it becomes systematic racism because you're excluding groups out of your culture of success. We just recently talked about it with the NFL. We talked about that with other things, when how they tell the black coach to lose games and then fire him and then hire the white coach they want. We saw Mark Jackson in a other situation where they told you, Jackson, hey man, we're gonna go draft all these people if you lose. It's the 4-year plan. And then by the 4th year they start winning, but you Jackson fired by the 2nd year because they planned it like that so they can hire the dude they wanted to hire in the first place, but use you as a scapegoat so he don't lose. So you got like situations like that where people use the scapegoats and systematically, even if you're not necessarily racist, you create a system in which people are excluded from being able to reach a certain status, and that's all I said about white privilege, because I understand it too as a person who can has found a way to somehow get in rooms that you like the only black dude in, and you realize how they like exclude a lot of different people.
Oh,
What? Hey,
tell
bro,
us
you
more
just
about
gotta,
that,
you
Trevor.
just gotta have.
Can you tell us how you did that, pal?
You had to have a rich family.
How'd you get in there?
No, you better not go.
Oh,
just going on.
I thought you just
Or
had to
have
go in
or you
there
have to
and
be able to
give it your
help
all.
rich people get more money easily. And if you can help,
Mm-hmm.
my boss literally from Journeys, he literally was like, I posted a tweet about, because they showed Sammy Sosa how he's like a white guy now, and so they was like, I was like, they were saying, well, basically they were saying that when you go, black coaches going into meetings gonna have to put on that white face.
Joe, what's your
And I'm
phone
like,
voice?
shit,
When you
that's how I
talk to
got
the
every
people at
job
the
I
job?
ever had.
Do it real quick before we get off.
I got one too.
Thanks for calling Overall 99 Media. This is Joe speaking. How can I help you
Joe
today?
trying in front of y'all. Hey, all
That
I
is
gotta do
not
is say, all I gotta do
I don't
is,
think that's it either.
all I gotta say is my name is Trevor. And
No,
that's
I ain't
it.
always
That's
blackity
it.
black,
They
man.
get
I
all-
done
I don't
told
have
you
to do nothing. I ain't gotta fake nothing. Just say my name is Trevor. And they're like, oh,
yeah,
how you, Trevor? I'm like, how you there? And then they don't hire me when I get in there. Be like, hey, we already hired somebody. I'm like, what? Yeah, we already hired somebody. I'm like, my interview is.
I thought you was one of the good
11.
ones.
It's 10:50. How do you hire somebody? Well, we didn't know till just a minute ago. Yeah, that was at Office Depot in 2013. I'll never forget. That's why I said I'm making my
You
own,
walked
doing
in?
my own. I don't need that.
Quick story. So, you know, I'm in between a couple of jobs, you know what I'm saying? I'm in between my job, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to, doing too much, being black and being smart, you know, that gets you out of there. So, at any rate, I go to this video game store. I'm like, hey, I want to work at a video game store. I walk in there, crush it. You know, I killed that. I killed that interview. How can you not love me? And I walk out, and I had left my keys in there. So I walk back in, and dude was giving a speech about you know, you need to make sure that you're looking for people that fit our demographic. And I was like, excuse me? So what you telling me is you telling him to not interview people like me. That's what you telling me. Boy, if I knew what I knew now, boy, I would have been, but that's what they get. They are fired. I mean, not fired, they are shut down. They're less than smart, and that's what they get.
Mm-hmm.
This was not in White Land, which, correction, by the way, is not by Fort Wayne. It is south of Greenwood, which is Mississippi burning. Greenwood is Mississippi burning. Like, if there were slaves ever in Indiana, they were down there in Greenwood.
Hey, listen. I always want to say that I'm, personable, and I have a good personality and I'm bubbly. So of course, I feel like with Joe's story, it's kind of sad that certain companies want you to have certain demographic, because I can't walk into Fortune $1,000 company and talk like I'm talking to y'all now. I can't walk up there and hey, y'all, what's up? Listen, so I got this experience. Look at my resume. It's dope. I can't go in there like that. I'm like, hi, my name is meet you guys. I'm so excited for this interview. Here's my resume. Like, it's really sad to think that you got to put on some type of like white face, or even put on, a white voice for people to take you serious or to even give you consideration. Like, I was going for, in retail, this happened in Muncie, Indiana. Shout out to Muncie though, love y'all. Working for, no, I'm cross town. Can't do that now. Okay. But I was working for the retail store, whatever. Mind you, I had way more experience than, and it was a group interview. I had way more experience than any of them girls in there. Mind you, I'm 23. Girls are like in high school. So it really wasn't fair. I had been out in corporate world working longer than they had, just seniors and juniors in high school. So, but my thing is, they want to look for a managerial position, someone who's been a supervisory experience, that got a college degree, all that. Now, mind you, me going to Ball State IUPUI, I had the education, I had the experience being a manager before, and then I knew the company well. So of course I go in there, I'm like, hey y'all, what's up? This my, giving my personality like a sales pitch. It's all about sales. So I'm like, I killed that interview. They call me in 48 hours. I'm about to get this job, about to get this money. No, I get a call. They're like, yeah, Kyla, we're gonna have to go ahead and move on to someone else. I said, oh, really? Interesting. And they really messed up because a friend of mine was working in the store. So of course, me, I got to find out what really happened, because I'm like, I got 6 years plus experience. I've had manager experience. Some ain't right. Like, well, they said that, my manager thinks you're a little bit ghetto. I said, oh, interesting. I said, she actually said that word, or she said something else? She said, no, she said that you seem like you're a little bit eccentric and ghetto. Oh, so you can see how this conversation is going to end up. I think it's very sad, because it's like, at the end of the day, you miss out on people, you miss out on good quality workers because they have to be a certain way, or they have to look a certain way, or they have to talk a certain way. And it's like, if you can't accept me because of my work ethic, then you don't deserve me anyway.
All right now. So
I'll go somewhere else over to Foot Locker, or I'll go somewhere making money. You be real mad at me because you missing out on a personality that's gonna bring you money, that can build rapport with people that actually enjoy probably doing what they're doing, because you don't like the way I talk, you don't like the way I look, or I don't fit your demographic. Okay, so when you miss out on a blessing, then it's gonna be full on you. The shorty here, and I could have had 3 or 4 different stores open in one city, but you didn't choose me because I was too. So
come on,
Jay,
Isla got more degrees than other y'all. Y'all missed out.
No, I don't have any stories.
All right, Queen. All right, Black History. Hey, all right now. You about to put you on a poster. No.
I want to thank everybody for being here. This has been amazing. Keeping 99. Great conversation. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are fun to have. We have 2 beautiful queens, and we have the best on the mic up north. Unico Williams, you had the best in the mic down south. La Alpha himself. We're going to let everybody promote. Isla, anything to promote? Promote.
Yes. Oh, yes, y'all. So I have this new EP coming out, Love Souls, coming to iTunes, Spotify, DistroKid, SoundCloud. Everybody go check out my mixtape. Let me know what you guys think, that you want to hear more from me. Got a couple photo shoots and stuff coming up. I'll be traveling with my label mates, doing a Hottest in the City tour. So all y'all enjoy some dope music, some dope artists. It's gonna be a great thing. Let me know what y'all think.
Well, y'all can go to thejnicole.com. I have some music up there that y'all can listen to. And follow me on Instagram, DJ Nicole, or official J Nicole.
Hey, I see a collaboration. It's gonna be hot. I see that right there. I'm looking at it. I see the collabo. Getting that studio now. It's your boy Unico Williams. I can go to Unico Williams. Hold on.
This is live, Joe. We cannot.
Man, I hope Dr. Umar ain't watching this. I apologize.
You can't edit it out.
Man, I told you I chose violence earlier. It was a Twisted Tea Peach. Shout out to them. No, UNIQO Williams. This your boy, UnicoWilliams.com. Go there. It's links to everywhere. It's even links to right here. So all you got to do is just go to UnicoWilliams.com. I'm just everybody's favorite. You know, you got Unico Williams. Do you hear me with Unico Williams? We on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
Please don't.
I can't just talk about
We
myself all
have
day.
and it's your boy. You know where to find me here. I got a new channel, The IP, in which I will on purpose try to offend you because you need backbone. You know what I mean? I need you to be a little bit stronger in yourself. Need more confidence in you. So the IP, we got Overall 99 Sports. You got me here on all these podcasts. Just the Fan, Man Cave, Keeping 99 Live. We start every Friday, and many more stuff we got coming up. Me and Joe got Overall 99 content channel. You'll see me and him over there with C News, in which I probably will offend you again, but it's more classy, offensive. I'm gonna classily offend you then, but I appreciate y'all for watching. Again, thank the two beautiful queens for being here. Thank Unico for being with me. It was an amazing conversation.
Absolutely.
We out. Hope y'all enjoy
Thank y'all,
the rest
man.
of y'all night.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace.